Holy smokes, Scott Clemmenson played out of his mind. It's good to see, though, after all those years of never playing behind Brodeur. Oh, I know, and now he's moved on to never playing behind Vokoun. It's wonderful.
Boom! You ready? Big news. What? Whoosh. Seriously?
No pigs yet.
What? What was he doing? Wow! Bring him on. Beautiful.
Leafs lose 4-1 in a stinker to the Florida Panthers. Now, most morning highlight packs for games are what, 2.5 minutes? I was at Leafs TV last night and I had to edit the game in 6 minutes, which is basically a 6-minute highlight pack. And on some nights, I have way too much. This was not one of those games. And the Leafs have a golden opportunity to go ahead early. Phil Kessel breaking in with Tyler Bozak just behind him. Kessel chooses to deke and he gets stopped by Clemmenson. But don't worry, as long as the Leafs don't let in a bad goal, I think they're okay. Enter David Booth. You jinxed it! Shen has the puck deep in the defensive zone. Booth simply strips him, shoots on Jaguar, scores 1-0 Panthers. And if you only saw that play once, you probably think that Luke Shen was the GOAT on that play. But when you look at it again, what the heck was John Mitchell giving him that pass for? There's 3 Leafs in the defensive zone and 1 Panther. Just go around the net and wait for the safe pass. Don't throw your teammate a grenade with no pin in it. Mitchell's intentions were good, but it's like throwing your friend a water balloon. Here you go, dude. No! Splash, he's soaking wet. And were it not for that momentum-sucking goal, the Leafs might have won this game. They won 46 out of the 74 face-offs for a 62% success rate. For you fellow hockey stat nerds, that's unreal. And they outshot the Panthers 43-29. But it's okay, as long as the Panthers don't get the second goal. Enter David Booth again. Oh, I hate this guy. Where did the Panthers get him? Oh, they've had him for a while. It's just he missed most of the season because he got decked by Mike Richards. Wow, how long was he suspended for? Yeah, that's for another video. But Brian McCabe fires a point blast and David Booth tips it 2-0 Panthers. And I've always said this about McCabe, I don't think he's a bad defenseman, but he's making too much gosh darn money. And the game up until this point virtually has no Leaf highlights, except in the neutral zone, Colton Orr flattens Camel Krebs, and then less than 30 seconds later takes on Nick Tarnowski and takes him down too. I'll put a link to the hit and the fight in the description, just a good old clean hit. If only the Leafs could hit the back of the net, they'd be moving. Nope, sorry, Frolic takes a shot, hits Caberlet's leg, and goes past Jaguar 3-0 Panthers. With just minutes left in the game, Frederick Schuster scores on a weird angle to get his first goal as a Toronto Maple Leaf and bring the Leafs within 2. But that's as close as the Panthers would get because Garrison scored an empty net goal. How awesome is it that they have a guy named Garrison? Could he be the Panthers player rep? Hits of the head are bad, okay? The captain of our team is Brian, okay? I watch too much South Park. Okay. And I know the Leafs have been hot lately. I know those 2 days off probably killed the momentum they had going forward, but this is probably the worst possible game the Leafs could have lost. Because look, it's basically impossible for the Leafs to make the playoffs, but they can climb. And heading into the game with 10 games left, the Leafs are 7 points behind the Panthers. You know, they could catch them. 9 games left and 9 points back, not happening. So my question to you guys, where do you think the Leafs are going to end up at the end of the season? I'm hoping they climb as high as possible, like 24th. Probably going to finish like 27th, which is still generous because right now they're in 29th. Also, if you guys are watching, you're a fan of the Leafs or you're a fan of another team that's not going to make the playoffs, what do you do once your team misses the playoffs? Do you watch the American Hockey League? You watch some junior hockey? Maybe you watch basketball or baseball? Let me know. The Blue Jays make me sad, but like always, I'll probably still be at opening day. That's all for now. Peace, guys.